A falling Australian dollar might not be great for Aussies travelling abroad, but for local manufacturers, it's a boon. The manufacturing industry sector has been growing solidly for the past 2 years, and despite the closure of the car industry, almost 100,000 jobs have been created. And a lower dollar means Made in Australia is also making a comeback, with companies finding it's actually more profitable to move their production back onshore from China. Here's Rachel Pupazzoni.
12 years ago, Ty Hermans manufactured his first product in his parents' back shed in Brisbane. The poly slab is a lightweight, environmentally friendly replacement for a concrete slab, used as a base for products like air conditioning units.
So we started out as a product developer with one little plastic product that we took all over the world.
Designing, manufacturing and taking the poly slab beyond Australian shores was the launchpad for a much bigger business. Mr Hermans is now manufacturing and exporting finished products for his own company, as well as others, to more than 130 countries. So a falling Australian dollar is a boon to his business.
Some projects are as little as 1 or 2 months, and some of them can be up to 12 months long. So the foreign exchange rate and the effect of that can have a huge impact on a project's success or failure.
The Australian dollar has been on quite a ride in the 12 years Mr Hermans has been in business. When he first started in 2006, it ranged between about 75 and 80 US cents. Then, of course, there was the global financial crisis, before it rose above parity with the greenback in the early part of this decade. Now, 40 cents down from that, he's enjoying the benefits of a lower exchange rate.
It's definitely less of an impact on us, less of a negative impact on us than it is for someone who's importing whole finished goods. So a weakening Aussie dollar definitely makes us more competitive.
It's not just good news for Mr Hermans.
That's had a big effect on the ability to export to the growing markets in Asia. We've seen particular success in food and beverages, groceries, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, toiletries, vitamins.
The AI Group's latest performance snapshot shows Australian manufacturing has been growing solidly for 2 consecutive years.
That's largely a result of growth, recovery, and particularly export recovery in sectors that are not connected to cars.
And while the lower exchange rate is opening doors for exporters, it's also welcome relief for Australian manufacturers who sell within our borders.
It's also enabled other sectors to win back share within Australian markets against the imports that they were competing against.
And that's the other side of the coin. About $20 billion worth of raw materials and goods are imported to Australia every month. A lower Australian dollar means it costs more to do that.
The Australian dollar has probably dropped by close to 10% across a whole range of currencies, including the RMB, with China, with the euro, and with the pound sterling.
The Innovative Manufacturing Cooperative Research Centre says the full impact is yet to be felt by importers.
It may be some time before that exchange rate impact flows through, based on how their contracts are made, where they're buying their materials from.
David Tudor says now is the time to capitalise on high import costs, as well as Trump's trade war.
I'm aware of businesses in Australia that are moving production back from China to Australia so that they can actually then export to the USA from Australia.
And considering recent history, the potential for expansion is good news. When Ford and Holden shut down their assembly lines last year, there were cries Australian manufacturing would struggle. But with 93,000 jobs added in the last 2 years, the industry is only getting bigger. Back in Brisbane, Ty Hermans says Made in Australia is a label we're going to see a lot more of.
We're seeing an influx of customers literally wanting to bring all their manufacturing work back. You know, some of these guys are customers that took their work overseas 15, 20 years ago and are looking to bring that stuff back here to be manufactured locally.